I was very young. I was into comic books and video games. I was into Star Wars and I was into Star Trek. But around the time when the Challenger accident happened, I kind of realized what I wanted to do in this world. I wanted to become an astronaut. I was watching it on TV and I watched the explosion happen, and those astronauts, I look at those as my heroes, and I wanted to be one of them. One of those people that was fearless enough to get on this rocket and travel to a place they never would even seen. That was my dream, and I started going down that path.
94%, normal throttle, most of the flight, 104%.
I'm Jarmaine Olliivierre. I'm part of the inaugural class of Say Yes to Education. Philadelphia, for me, in a nutshell, is home. I stay with my mother, my brother, my sister. It's in the hood of Philadelphia. There was some crime involved, but my mother kept us out of that. She had us do things and had me in programs that kept me away from being out in the streets. Oh, I was struggling from like first grade through third grade. I really could not sit still. My brain was moving at one speed, but I was actually trying to learn at a different speed, so it wasn't really meshing together. Those were the biggest challenges growing up and actually going through the whole special education program.
I'm an aerospace engineer, but my title at work is discipline expert. Discipline expert is basically someone who has mastered the trajectory field above and beyond what's expected.
It's pretty exciting. It's work, which I've been doing now for 21 years. My mother, she knew I needed some help with my education. She looked around at different schools and found Belmont had a good special education program. She enrolled me in that, and I was in that program until I was Main Street at 5th grade. It wasn't until I got to 8th grade where the light bulb clicked. I began to get laser focused all of a sudden in all my subjects. SAS came around in 87. I was 12, about to be 13. I see Mr. Weiss, they get up on stage with this football, and he tosses the football. And then I heard the crowd kind of just get elated. At the time, I really still didn't hear anything until my mother explained to me the gift about Mr. Weiss offering everybody on this stage a free college education to a school of their choice.
Well, Jarmaine was one of the Belmont 112. I always noticed he had an acquisitiveness about him.
The services that SAS offered that impact me the most were the tutoring services. Mr. Weiss and his daughters would come down, we would review vocabulary words, and we would practice reading different stories, reading different articles. They also provided individual mentors for each student to kind of help them through just the day-to-day challenges, but also prepare you for your career journey.
I came from the same neighborhood as Jarmaine and a lot of the other young people in West Philadelphia. So I worked with him over 13 years to help him and his family get prepared for his eventual career. Jarmaine gave his kidney to his sister. That's who he is.
And he was put on the national board of Say Yes. He questions everything, just like he did when he was 12 years old. He's a very, very fine board member.
My advice to any young child ready to go into the space program is to really follow this dream. There's been plenty of times in my lifetime where I felt like I just can't do it. And I tell anyone who's trying to do this job, do not give up. Follow this dream because it's worth it. You just keep pushing. SAS taught me that I can do whatever I put my mind to. SAS provided me the confidence and also allowed me to go in any direction I wanted to go into as far as my career path, as far as life, and provided me support and encouragement every step of the way.